How's it going? Shane with Modern Warrior Project, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make Fire Kit 1 from the Dollar Tree. It's part of our Dollar Tree series. The reason I call it Fire Kit 1 is because, as you'll see when you go to the Dollar Tree, they have a wide array of items to choose from, and you can put together a number of different kits, and we're going to do a few for you, and so we've got to have some way to label them. So I'm going to call it Fire Kit number 1. The way I'm going to do this, I'm going to go ahead and show you the items ahead of time, and then I'm going to cut away, come back and show you the finished product. I encourage you to wait until the end and make sure and watch that end product, because there's a bit of nuances and things I'll cover on how I put it together. Now, why do you need a fire kit? So a lot of reasons. One, throw them in your bug out bag, whatever you want to call it, evacuation bag, 72-hour bag, whatever it might be. You can throw them in your vehicles. They're good to have in general because you never know when you need to create a fire, even for your leisure and recreational activities, just to take out camping and hiking. At the end of the day, as Modern Warrior Project will tell you, before you build a fire kit, you need to build your knowledge and experience. Make sure you understand the fire triangle and the fine-tuned recipe and ingredients that goes into creating a good, efficient, sustainable fire. But once you have that knowledge, a little kit in the form of an aid goes a long way on making your life a lot easier, whether it's a survival situation or a recreational situation. So enough on that. Let's go ahead and move to the products themselves. So, don't have a whole lot. Got some petroleum jelly. We have 5-hour emergency candles, some disposable lighters, some cotton balls, some wooden strike on box matches, not strike anywhere. Strike anywhere matches are very hard to find nowadays, and I haven't found them at a Dollar Tree. And then I have 2 containers, and then I have some Ziploc bags. Of note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times $1.25. I think that comes out to $9.75 total investment here for this kit. And what you'll see is this will actually create, this right here can easily create 2 kits, the limitation being our containers, but if you have some other containers, you could easily move it up to 3 kits, limitation being the lighters, and so on. We've got 6 candles. So you see, $9.75 is actually going to make you a good bit more than 1 kit, and of course you're not limited to just the Dollar Tree, and you're not limited to not using things you already have around the house. So let me go ahead and put this together, and I'll talk to you about it in just a second. Okay, so let's talk about the kit we just built. So I went ahead and weighed it. It weighs in at 3.5 ounces, and the contents is 1 plastic container. It's got snappers here, and I'll go through it in a minute. But the contents, it has 64 wooden matches along with 2 boxes worth of match strikers. It has 8 Vaseline soaked cotton balls, 1 lighter, and a 4.5-hour burn time emergency candle. I say they're actually 5 hours, but I had to cut a little bit off, so I'll say 4.5 hours. I enclosed everything but the cotton balls in its own Ziploc bag for waterproofing. I also heat melted the Vaseline cotton ball Ziploc bag to make it a little smaller, just for ease of fit. So let's show you what I did here. So as I said, I took the Ziploc bag that I had these cotton balls stored in, and I went ahead and heated up an old blade. I'll show you a picture, and just sealed that off and made a smaller Ziploc bag out of that, just for easier fitting. Everything else I have in here consolidated into a single Ziploc bag, and I do that for extra waterproof durability. These containers are somewhat waterproof, but I wouldn't trust them too much. And at the end of the day, moisture and everything else is going to keep it out better. So, and a Ziploc bag can always come in handy for you. So I didn't keep the matches in their original boxes because I didn't necessarily need all that, and it packs better when I've emptied them out. So I emptied 2 matchbox worth. I flattened out the outer sleeve of them, which has the strikers. I debated on cutting those off, but I thought, no, the cardboard is just easier when it's all attached, and you can use the cardboard if need be. And we've got the candle in here and the lighter. So all of this, you probably got just a few dollars worth of actual material in this kit. It packs well, very efficient, would give you no problem in starting, as long as you know how to gather your proper kindling tinder and all that. there'd be no problem in starting a good fire with this kit. Light, easy, shove it away in your glove compartment and bags. So a couple notes. One, a couple notes here. You get what you pay for. One of the lighters busted on me. The whole wheel fell apart. Now if I was in a survival situation or some kind of emergency, I could almost certainly put it all back together, and they're still useful parts even if not. But you get what you pay for. They had a couple lighter selections at the Dollar Tree. One of them was a 3-pack, one was a 2-pack with a better brand. I actually considered going with the 2-pack. I thought, no, I'll just do the 3. I had a 1 in 3 shot, and one of them busted or broke on me right out of the pack. So you get what you paid for. Additionally, as far as a fire starter itself, I am by far a big fan of a ferro rod. It is, to me, the absolute best survival fire starter, because they're very simple to use, low energy output to get them to work as long as you've got everything else set up correctly. And it doesn't matter if they're wet, dry, cold, hot, none of that matters, and they'll last you for thousands of fires. So if you're going to invest in one thing, I highly encourage you to consider investing in buying yourself a ferro rod. And they have cheap ones too. They have the little ones. I like a good, thumb or pinky size one, 3 inches or so long, so you just got a good, it'll last you forever, literally. Other than that, depending on your budget, and if you just want to throw these everywhere, you probably don't want to spend the money to put a ferro rod in every kit that you create. So I'd primarily at least put that in your evacuation bag, your bug out bag, 72-hour survival bag. Your car kits and everything else, you don't necessarily need it. Also, in a car kit, I'm not necessarily as concerned about waterproofing. Still concerned somewhat, but not as concerned, because I might be staying with that vehicle and just trying to start a fire at the site that I'm broke down at or whatever it might be. So that's it for this one on the Type 1 kit from Dollar Tree. If you have any questions, hit them in the comments. If you haven't, please subscribe and give this video a like. Helps us to continue making these things. Thank you.